today we are going to learn the poem My Mother at 66, the first poem from the book Flamingo. The poet of this poem is Kamala Das. She is from Kerala, India, and we can say one of the foremost poets of Indian English literature. She is very well known for her simplicity in writing, but at the same time, with simple words, she is going to depict the complexity of human relationship. Here, the poem My Mother at 66 is also one of them. The main theme of the poem is the feeling of pain and anguish children feel for the aging parents and their attempt to overcome the ache and fear inside their heart. So, the main theme we can say is the fear of separation. The pain the poet is going to feel for her separation from her mother, it is the main theme. Here, the two characters are there. One, the poetess herself, and her very old mother, as the title suggests, 66 years old mother. So now let me start the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me. Dose, open mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. As the poem starts, at that time she is going from her parents' home to Cochin airport. And at that time, in the car, she is having her mother sitting beside her. So while going towards the airport, she is going to observe her mother. She is looking towards her mother. And what does she feel? At that time, she observes that her mother is in doze. That is a sleeping position. So, the doze is the same feeling which you will feel in the fifth period. After coming from recess, having completing your lunch, what you want to do? You feel sleepy, no? Sometimes you control, sometimes you can't. And you are going in that sleep. Jabki lena. That is the exact meaning for the doze. So her mother also in a dozing situation. At that time her mouth little bit open and she is looking ashen like. That is like an ash, very dull, lifeless. No brightness is there. And therefore she is thinking her mother is looking like a corpse. That is a dead body. She is looking so lifeless and therefore she feels very intense pain. She is very unhappy and she is thinking my mother is going to get the old age and she is now going to lose all her glory. Now students, see the next line of the poem. And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. When observing her mother, she feels intense pain. She is thinking that her mother is looking as old as her age. What does she mean by this line? वो कहना चाहती है कि मेरी माँ जो 66 ईयर्स की है वो बूढ़ी इतनी ही दिखती है. Sometimes some persons are like that, though their age is old but they are not looking that much old. लेकिन उसकी माँ इतनी लाइफलेस हो चुकी है और वो बहुत ही बूढ़ी दिखती है, और शायद उसको इस हालत में देख के ही उन्होंने ये सिमिली पोएटिक डिवाइस यूज की है उसके लिए, दैट शी इज लुकिंग लाइक अ कॉर्प्स. So when she feels very much unhappy, at that time she wants to change her mind perhaps, and that's why she starts looking outside the window. She is going to watch what is going on outside. Observe. She is observing trees sprinting, children spilling. Sprinting, that is racing. Is trees are going to move into another direction, the car moves into another direction. It is our experience that when we are going in the vehicle, as we are moving ahead, we are seeing so many trees, many things are going behind us. जैसे हमें लगता है कि जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, पीछे पीछे कुछ छूटता जा रहा है. So here also she is observing the trees. और शायद उसको देख के उसे लगता है कि जो उसकी माँ की यंग एज थी वो आज पीछे छूट रही है. And the children are spilling. They are very happy. They are in a merry mood when they are coming out of their homes. Perhaps she is going to realize her childhood days, her childhood memories, जो उसके पूरे दिमाग में छा जाती है, और वो सोच रही है through the two images, that trees sprinting and children spilling. The poetic device personification is used here. The contrast image is there. One in the car. The world is very lifeless. And outside the car, that is the world full of activities and life. And so she is thinking, perhaps those were the days when my mother was very young and I am also going to enjoy my childhood periods. Thinking this, they are going to reach to the airport. Now let's see the next lines. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, when pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. After reaching the airport, जब वो सिक्योरिटी चेक के पास खड़ी है, अपनी माँ से थोड़ी दूर हो गई है अब, फ्यू यार्ड्स अवे फ्रॉम हर मदर, और फिर से दूसरी बार वो अपनी माँ को ऑब्जर्व करती है. एट द टाइम शी ऑब्जर्व्स when, that is colorless, her mother totally colorless, pale, very dull, and she compares again her mother with that late winter's moon. Friends, as we know, winter's moon is not as bright as summer's moon. Because of fog, its radiance, its brightness couldn't reach to us, and so the moon looks very dull. So here, by the using simile, she is going to give the complete picture of her mother, that she is very colorless, very dull, pale, just like the winter's moon. Again, she feels that intense pain. But She says this pain is not a new thing for her. It is familiar ache. Ache means pain. वो उससे फेमिलियर है. क्यों फेमिलियर है? बिकॉज इट इज हर चाइल्डहुड फियर. These two words are very important in this poem: familiar ache and childhood's fear. She is having that much deep relations with her mother कि उसको बचपन से ही एक डर सा था कि वो कहीं अपनी माँ को खो न दे. वो ही डर उसके दिल में हमेशा के लिए रहा है और यहीं से हमें पता चलता है कि वो अपनी माँ से कितनी क्लोज है. और इसके लिए वो कहती है कि दैट इज़ नॉट माई अननोन पेन. ये मैं पहली बार महसूस नहीं कर रही हूँ. इट इज़ माई फेमिलियर एक्ट बिकॉज इट इज़ माई चाइल्डहुड फियर. बट आफ्टर experiencing this fear, what does she is doing? Is she crying? Is she weeping? Is she is going to cancel her trip? What she is doing? Let's see in the last stanza. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. So she is not going to do anything of them. But when they are going to depart, वो जब अपनी माँ को गुड बाय कह रही है, द डिपार्टिंग वर्ड्स आर सी यू सुन अम्मा. मदर, हम बहुत जल्दी फिर से मिलेंगे. जैसे वो अपनी माँ को एक होप देना चाहती है. वो नहीं चाहती कि उसकी माँ भी बहुत दुखी हो जाए जब वो देखे कि उसकी बेटी दुखी है. तो वो अपना जो पेन है शायद उसको छुपा लेती है और अपनी माँ को एक होप देते हुए कहती है, हम जल्दी मिलेंगे. एंड शी लिव्स विद द स्माइल. हियर द poetess is going to use the word smile 3 times. Perhaps the answer why she is using the word smile for the 3 times, the answer itself inside the poem. When she is using smile for the first time, we can understand that it is for her childhood memories, her mother's young age, and her happy childhood comes in front of her eyes. और शायद उसको याद करके उसके फेस के ऊपर एक स्माइल आ जाती है. द सेकंड स्माइल, द यूज ऑफ द वर्ड स्माइल सेकंड टाइम, दैट इज परहैप्स शी वांट्स टू हाइड हर पेन. वो अपने पेन को छुपाना चाहती है. हम गाते हैं, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो. तो वो अपने गम को स्माइल से छुपा रही है. एंड शी इज यूजिंग द वर्ड स्माइल. अगेन थर्ड टाइम, परहैप्स उसको खुद पे भी भरोसा है. उसके मन में अंदर एक आश है. वो सिर्फ खोखली होप नहीं है जब वो अपनी माँ को कहती है सी यू सून. उसको एक आश है, वो फिर से फ्यूचर में अपनी माँ से मिलेगी. और वही ख्याल, वही ड्रीम उसके मुंह पे लेके आता है स्माइल. एंड दैट्स व्हाई शी इज यूजिंग and repeating the word smile 3 times, and with that smile the poem ends.